What's going on, everyone? Mr. Blue Ocean FX live and direct. We're here. Hope your week has been going as well as ours. It is the 22nd of January 2025, and we are going to break down Euro GBP. As usual, starting off on the higher time frames, you can already see I've drawn a trend line here. Started from the high of January 30th, 2023, went as high as 0.8970. Then we retested that trend line at 0.8760 around November. And then once again, just missing it in April of 2024 at 0.8645. Retesting it again in August 2224, 0.8559. And where we are currently, January 20th of this week, that's the start of the week, 2025. So we are at this trend line, okay? And then I scaled down to our daily time frame, and I realized this massive impulse move from the bottom at December 31st, from 0.8275 all the way up until where we are currently on the 22nd, to went as high as 0.8472. Now, why do I believe we may see some type of reversal at these levels? I'm going to go scale down and show you why I believe so. Okay, the first thing I want to point off here is on the daily. Okay, you can see this rejection off this weekly downtrend line. If you pay attention to the momentum here, or the volume on that candle, we went above the average. But if you look at yesterday's volume, it actually closed bearish and is actually higher bearish volume, meaning there's more sellers here than people notice. And also, they've swept these previous high points. Like I always say, the market's always looking for liquidity, right? They swept this entire area here. Let's bring this across so you can see, right? Peaked right above it, knocking off all the liquidity here at the 0.84444 level. Okay, and if you look closely on the daily of yesterday's close, we actually got a close below this level here at the 0.8434 area, right, with volume. Okay, now that is important. If you notice here, got no close below. Okay, now we're going to scale down to the H1 time frame because that's what gave me our signal here. You can see that we got this high spike here, this blow off top. We came down, gave us a lower high, right, on Tuesday, the 21st. And then we pushed below this level and held. Okay, we didn't get that much volume here. Okay, not much volume, but we did get a closure here. And as you know, that closure comes from the daily with volume. Okay, so we were right below at 0.8432. Okay, now as long as we can hold this level, this is a high risk trade. I am in it already. Okay, as long as we can hold the level of 0.8460, which I believe we will. I mean, looking at in the next 37 minutes, see how this H1 candle closes. May add another position here because that would be another lower high point. Again, if you cannot see it, go to the line chart. Yes, we have this internal structure here that has been breaking higher, obviously. But this swing that made this lower low came from up here. So this is the major swing point that we need to pay attention to, okay? Which we're getting rejected off of there. So in reality, this is our structure point here, right? Not a lower low. This is really a higher low from this level here. Got a lower high, lower than this high. Push below, giving us a lower low, breaking structure here, right? And then we possibly have another lower high point and we can continue lower. Okay, so as far as targets, this is what I'm looking for. My entry was somewhere around here yesterday. Stops above the high of this daily, that spike. I'll show you that. And then obviously, as always, looking for liquidity, which we have here. Obviously, some people have probably bought down here, so there's definitely liquidity here at the 0.8433 area. So we're going to target that first. Then target these lows here, this double bottom area here, at the 0.8413, going lower to the 8400, 0.8400, and see if we can continue to attack all of this liquidity here. Because if you look on the daily time frame, there is a massive imbalance. Okay, again, we have these fair value gaps that were never touched. First one here at 0.8354, and then another one at 0.8339. So we could possibly see all of this liquidity swept out on the lower time frames to come retest these levels, or possibly even here. Okay, or even retesting these past resistance area, or here. Okay, resistance area here at 0.8316, and then again 0.8358. These levels can be retested to then return higher. Okay, so it all depends on how we get a closure, and if we can get another push below the 0.8434, I believe we'll see a nice meltdown on the Euro GBP. Again, I'm already in the trade. It is a high risk trade, however, high risk, high reward. Not even targeting. Let's go back to the daily. Right, the retest level of this level here, right, would be a 1 to 6 or 6 to 1. Right, if you look at the weekly, that's really a lower high point. So we could even see a sweep lower, which this support level, let's go on the monthly, right? This support level was actually broken, right? It's been holding for some time, right? This whole 0.8410 area, this whole area was actually broken and closed below for once, okay, with volume. All right, so I would like to see if we can break through here again and come retest, well, not retest, sorry, get to these levels at 0.8146 area, okay, because that it is or could be a lower high point based off of the weekly. All right, so let me just draw that out for the people that are visually impaired and cannot see it. All right, let's just start from here, got this lower high, boom. All right, these are just the swing points I'm pointing out. I am not pointing out every lower high and lower low, but we could see something like that. Okay, playing out. If you want to make it look prettier, let's redo this. Get rid of that. And I'll point out everything really quick so you guys can see the waves. Okay, double bottom here. Retesting the trend line. Okay, that's every swing point. Okay, and then we got this nice impulse move from here. Should have continued 1 sec. Right here, boom. And then possibly going lower. Okay, which is very possible. All right, again, high risk trade, high reward. If we do hold the trade, it could be a 13 to 1 risk to reward. Again, as long as we don't close above here, which we're rejecting right now live, off of this level, which is our lower high point, I believe we'll see lower prices on the Euro GBP. Okay, but that's all. Oh, there's one other thing here, just drawing off the lines from the weekly. There's a trend line here, right? Clear trend line. It's another confluence that if it does break, we may free fall straight down. All right, but a little over the usual 5-minute mark, but I wanted to go more in detail for this trade. If you like the content, make sure to boost it, share it with a fellow trader, comment below, let us know your thoughts as well. Not always right, but I'd love to hear your take on the Euro GBP. All right. See you guys on the next video.